solid player.
Yeah,
Young kid, just 16 or 17 years old, but definitely on top of his game.
He's playing. Best Ben Friedman hat on. It looks
he does.
Like.
He has his best Ben Friedman outfit on.
Yeah, the entire thing.
Yeah, and he's playing ad nauseum.
And he's playing against Amin. You see him on the right there. He's playing Bug Cascade deck, the deck that you were talking a lot about, but his is not quite your normal deck. Has 4 Baleful Strix in it.
Okay.
Which isn't quite standard.
And more interestingly, all his Force of Wills are in his sideboard.
Right. He has 0 no-mana counter spells game 1.
Yeah.
0 1-mana discard spells game 1 too. So this ad nauseum deck is going to take it apart.
That's crazy. It's a turn 1 Gitaxian Probe allows Robin to see that his opponent has no disruption really.
Yeah.
Besides 2 Wastelands, but those Wastelands might not have any effect on the game.
Yeah, see, this hand is great against a fair deck. You have 2 Wasteland, you have the Baleful Strix to 2-for-1, you have Ancestral Vision eventually, but against Ad Nauseam Tendrils, this is an embarrassing hand.
Exactly, and Robin could just go fetch up a basic island.
Which I'm sure he will.
And then next turn he could just go off. Or he could fetch up a, well, is that a Polluted Delta? Yeah, he could fetch up a basic island or a basic swamp.
Right, so.
And he could go off next turn.
This turn, what he's probably going to do, he drew a Cabal Ritual. So he
another Cabal Ritual,
yeah.
And I believe that is an Infernal Tutor in his hand. Yeah, I think he can go off this turn.
Yeah, it might be a Duress actually all the way on the left there.
Yeah, there's a Duress. I think that's an Infernal Tutor, second to the...
Oh, isn't it an Ad Nauseam?
No, that's not, no, it's white bordered.
Oh, we're talking about different cards then.
Yeah, I guess we're... Oh, it's a Grim Tutor.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it is.
So yeah, what he's going to do, he's going to fetch up an island, he's going to Brainstorm, and then he's probably going to go off.
Sure.
Amin drawing an Abrupt Decay, not what he needs here. Really, the only good draw in his deck right there was the Hymn to Torok.
Yeah, just the Hymn to Torok. Yeah. Is he playing any Thoughtseizes?
No.
No Thoughtseizes? Wow.
He has 0 relevant cards game 1 except Hymn to Torok.
You know what? He actually beat a friend of mine playing High Tide, so I'm surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super surprising. He has Baleful Strixes and Shardless Agents and Death Knight Shamans. Those don't do anything against High Tide.
I don't think that Ancestral Vision is ever going to resolve this game.
I don't think that's ever going to go to 3 counters. I think Robin Meeker is going to win this turn.
Yeah, we'll find out in a second. All right, so I think Robin might lead off with a Brainstorm here.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely Brainstorm. This is going to be a basic island. That's the beauty of Ad Nauseam Tendrils, too. It doesn't have to rely on all these non-basic lands.
Exactly.
It can just operate perfectly fine off an island and a swamp.
Yeah, you just play 1 island, play 1 swamp, why not?
Yeah, perfect.
All right, so Robin is 5-0. He actually came down with a couple of friends from Philadelphia, and I believe 2 other of his friends are also playing the deck, and last time I checked, they were XO and X1.
Wow.
Yeah.
So lots of Storm flying under the radar here.
Okay, so Robin makes the same play as me with the Brainstorm. And I see a Dark Ritual, I see a Lion's Eye Diamond, I see a Volcanic Island. I don't think the Volcanic Island is going to play
a ton of overkill.
Yeah, I think he just wants to put back both lands here. Because the game's going to just most likely end this turn.
Robin Meeker, unless he gets super unlucky on his Ad Nauseam, is going to win this turn.
It's very rare. I mean, it is possible that Ad Nauseam kills you, but it's super, super unlikely. More often than not, you'll hit all your Lotus Petals, you'll hit all your Dark Rituals, you'll hit your Cabal Rituals. So it should be no problem whatsoever. All right, so he puts both lands back on top of his deck.
And here we go.
Yeah.
It should be Fetch Land, getting Swamp.
Sure.
Followed by a Dark Ritual. Cabal, Ad Nauseam.
Yeah. He's also going to play that Lion's Eye Diamond as well.
Course,
yeah. I wonder if Robin's considering something else here. I don't really see him ever considering anything else.
No, he's probably trying to figure out if he can wait a turn to Duress.
He passed the turn?
Okay, I think what Robin was thinking, the only way he could lose is if Amin drew Force of Will.
Okay. I guess that makes some sense there, but yeah, I guess because okay, that's fair.
There's a lot of risk involved there though, because what if Amin drew a Thoughtseize? What if Amin drew a
Torok?
Or what if he draws Force of Will this turn?
Yeah. All right,
I'm not sure I like this line.
So Amin passes the turn, and I think if I was Robin, I would have rather had the sack land instead of the Volcanic Island. Correct?
Yeah, for sure. It's one closer to Threshold. It can go get an Underground, which lets him cast a Duress.
Yeah, I believe he put back... I mean, I could be mistaken here, but I'm pretty sure it was a sack land. I guess we'll find out once he picks up his deck or once he starts doing the sack land.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a minor misplay. It won't matter this game.
All right, do you think we'll be able to see that the last card? It's going to be all the way to the left. What was it? I think it was a sack land. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
All right, not a big deal here.
Nope, this game should be over this turn unless Robin has...
The only argument is, like, maybe Robin didn't want to lose another life point. Especially with, like, a Deathray Shaman in play, this could be another 2 life.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when you're ad nauseam, every life point does count.
Sure. All right, so there's a Dark Ritual. All right, so 3 mana in Robin's pool.
Yep, and
somebody points out that Robin does look like Ralph Macchio, and he kind of does.
Did you say Matt Baccio?
No, not Matt Baccio, Ralph Macchio.
Ah, okay. So 3 mana floating.
So he's going to have 2 mana floating on Duress, and Robin's going to be very happy to see this. Yeah.
Blank, 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 blank.
Yes, definitely. All right, so yeah, blank, blank, blank. Okay, so you can keep everything. I don't even want to take the Abrupt Decay.
No, it doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah.
Robin, 2 mana floating, storm count of 3, or of 2 rather.
Yep.
And 5 cards in the graveyard.
So there's a Volcanic Island.
Yeah, see, if that was a sack land, he'd have 6 cards in his
he would
graveyard.
have 6 cards in his graveyard. Yeah, I'm still kind of unsure about this.
So 2 black mana floating. He's about to go up to 3 black mana floating.
So there is a Cabal Ritual number 1.
Yep, 3 black mana.
So who's keeping Storm Count? Are you keeping Storm Count?
Oh, I got it. We have 3 Storm Count right now.
All right, Zach Hall, you are in charge of how many storms Robin is going to cast this turn.
All the storms.
All of the storms. All right.
I'm not sure what he's tanking about here.
Yeah, I don't know either. Is there? Does he think he could fizzle out or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's obviously gonna hit his Lotus Petals. I mean, unless like he gets really unlucky or something.
He also has the Lion's Eye.
Yeah, so he's gonna play a Lion's Eye.
So storm count of 4.
Yeah,
Still with 3 black mana
I'll just write
floating.
this on this love letter that you wrote to me, Zach. All right, so yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just give Robin a minute to think this out. But
at this point, this is almost a slow roll.
No, it's not a slow roll. He's just trying to do the math in his head, because he is at essentially, 2 lower life with the Deathray Shaman activation, and
I think he wants to figure out if there's some way that he can just lock it up with the Grim Tutor without having to cast ad nauseum. Maybe cast 10 spells the natural way, maybe Past in Flames. I think he's doing Past in Flames now. That has to be what it is.
Do you think so? Is that why he wanted the Volcanic Island? That would make some sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Although the sack land can get the Volcanic Island, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, the odds against, Robin actually fizzling with the ad nauseum are super unlikely, especially against a deck like Amin's.
Yeah, there's only 1 Grim Tutor in the deck, there's only 1 Past in Flames, 1 Tendrils, and he has the 1 ad nauseum. So every other card in the deck costs 1 or less, except Infernal.
So there's a second Cabal Ritual.
Yep, so a storm count of 5 right now, with 4 black mana floating.
All right, and he's going to play ad nauseum.
Yep,
so he already played a land this turn.
And he is going for the Past in Flames. That's why he's leaving the Volcanic up.
No, he just played...
Not going for it, but...
eventually
making sure he can cast it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
In response, he'll crack the Lion's Eye, discarding that Grim Tutor. So right now we're at 6 Storm.
He wants something in black here, correct?
Yeah, Robin should get black mana off this. He has the blue, he has the red if he needs it. And of course there are 4 Lotus Petals still in the deck, so he'll probably hit one before he has to stop.
Yeah, and I mean, Robin's a great player, but as you can see, he's struggling a bit here. It just shows how difficult some of these combo decks are to play.
For sure. So there we go. There's the ad nauseum. Storm count of 6. Robin's at 14.
All right, double checking everything. I think it looks like they're counting the storm right now.
Yep, and we're going to try and get the ad nauseum up on the screen for you. So in case you're unfamiliar with the storm deck, this is going to show you exactly how it works.
It's a 3 colorless black, and you're pretty much flip the top cards of your deck. Yeah, there it is right there. Instant, reveal the top cards of your library and put those cards into your hand. Use life equals to the converted mana cost. You may repeat this process any number of times. So off the bat, he has 2 Lotus Petals, which is like really awesome, and an Infernal Tutor.
This is just game over at this point because he can just play Petal, Infernal Tutor for Tendrils. That's 10 spells.
Yeah, so he can just stop here, correct?
Yeah, if he wanted to, he could stop here. He's going to keep going, though.
Sure, why not?
He loves overkill.
All right, Pluto Delta doesn't do anything. Duress. Don't really do too much, yeah.
At this point, Robin has the game locked up. So far, he's taking 4 off this ad nauseum.
There's a Cabal Therapy. Yeah, I mean, Robin's still at 10 life. He just has to make sure he doesn't go to 2 life and lose to the Deathrite Shaman. So Robin just doing some mental math in his head right here. Now, if you were to play a combo deck, would you ever choose ad nauseum or what?
I think ad nauseum is really good. My only worry would be that I don't know it well enough.
Okay.
It's one of the most powerful decks in Legacy, much like Doomsday, but it requires an Relax-like precision if you want to play it to its full potential.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe I could lend you some Moto tickets and you could build it on Magic Online.
For sure. Lion's Eye Diamonds,
pretty expensive, I think.
Pretty expensive,
yeah. So we'll see
you
what
are a
happens
Moto
here.
baller.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting, actually. What's your Facebook profile picture? I saw it the other day.
It's my Magic Online limited rating.
Oh, nice.
Of 1,635.
Solid.
All right, so Robin's going for the Lotus Petals here. I think Robin's shaking his head. He's like, did I mess up? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not sure he can cast.
Wait, what happened?
Did he just concede?
Did he stop too soon? I'm really not too sure what just happened here.
Wow, I'm speechless. He had the win after 3 cards with ad nauseum.
He did, correct?
He definitely did. He had 6 spells.
Yeah.
7 on Lotus Petal.
He had
8
no.
on Lotus
He
Petal.
had no hand, correct?
9.
So he plays Lotus Petal, Infernal Tutor.
Infernal Tutor. That's 9 spells. Get Tendrils. You're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see what he was doing. Amin could have gained
No, he couldn't have.
2 life with Deathrite Shaman.
No, he had.
There was no creature in the graveyard?
He had well, first of all, he just had.
Oh, yeah, he didn't have green mana.
Yeah, he had an Underground Sea and a Wasteland. That was his mana.
Could he use 1 Deathrite, make green mana to activate the other, or did one have Summoning Sickness?
Yeah, one had Summoning Sickness.
Okay, well, why did he scoop? I don't know. We're going to find out from the table judge exactly what happened for you there.
Maybe
the table judge has a little more insight, can tell us what the table talk between the
like
players
we're getting
was.
some tweets in, so maybe out in Twitterland, you guys know better. He didn't stop after the first 3, so his Polluted Delta. Yeah, he didn't have Hellbent. So,
well, if he didn't have Hellbent, why didn't he keep going?
yeah, why? Yeah.
I don't know. This seems like a mystery.
And why would you just scoop there? Even if you messed up, you're definitely not dead.
Your opponent had Baleful Strix and 2 Deathrite Shamans.
Yeah. That was just.
So Amin, who really has 0 way to interact with Robin game 1, just gets a miracle free win there.
Yeah, we understand he kept going, but all right. So he had the win after 3 cards.
Yeah, he did. Unless there was a creature in the graveyard and he had green mana.
He didn't have a green mana, and there was no creature in the graveyard.
Yeah, so I don't know what's
But,
going on there.
Yeah, and Robin just decided to scoop right there. Well, alas, Robin loses game 1. Now Amin's going to actually be a huge favorite to win this match because he's going to bring in his 4 Forcibles.
Yeah, well, Force of Will alone isn't enough to swing the matchup because Robin has some answers to it. He has 4 Dark Confidant, which always comes in against the Force of Will deck. Just a great card advantage engine, a card we actually haven't even seen at all today.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely 4 Forcibles, definitely the 2 Duresses, and he wrote on his deck list 2 Surgical. I believe it's probably Surgical Extraction.
It has to be, yeah.
So that's exactly what he's going to bring in. So it looks like 4, 6, 8, and then finally the 9th and 10th cards are going to be the 2 Thoughtseizes. So he's bringing in 10 cards, and he's going to cut some of the other stuff that's not going to really help him out right now. For example, Baleful Strix.
He has so much to cut here.
Yeah, that doesn't really do too much. The Abrupt Decays.
Yeah, he does want some answer to Dark Confidant. He can't be going into game 2 with no answer because every Ad Nauseam Tendrils deck plays them.
Sure.
But there are a lot of bad cards here. Shardless Agent is not at all what he's
just
looking
like 3
for.
mana, just a 2/2. It's like, what is he going to really cascade into, you know?
Yeah.
His best bet is cascading into a discard spell, but again, it's 3 mana just for a discard spell.
Right. Deathrite Shaman's certainly going to stay. That's pretty good against Ad Nauseam Tendrils. It both messes with the threshold and it gains some life.
Yeah, a couple people said Robin looks a bit uncomfortable in front of the camera, which is definitely reasonable, you know.
Oh yeah, I was so nervous for my first feature
exactly.
match.
Yeah, but I know,
Understandable.
I know for sure Robin had a couple other feature matches, but look at him with a smile. He's just shaking it off, just like Ralph Macchio would do, you know.
Exactly. Get back into that ring.
Yeah. He's walking into the Cobra Kai dojo, and the other guy kind of looks like one of the guys from the Cobra Kai dojo, correct?
He does. The name escapes me right now. Hold on. Let's search the tweets here.
Yeah.
It's got to be here.
If someone at home could.
Oh, there we go.
Could
Tom
Google-
Hiddleston.
Who's Tom Hiddleston?
Isn't he the guy?
I don't think he's the guy. I don't know. Google the Karate Kid and find out. In the meantime, both players are shuffling up. Robin doing a pile shuffle. Amin just doing a half shuffle right there. So Robin will be on play this game, but Amin really gets to tune his deck to be able to have a good matchup against the combo decks and the control decks. So I feel Amin is probably the favorite this game. Would you agree, Zach? Favorite or what?
I think he's probably a favorite in the match because he gets to go first in game 3, but favorite in this game, no. Just because Robin gets to be on the play, he can play a turn 1 Dark Confidant, which is huge. He can kill on turn 1 if he wants to, and Amin only has 4 Force of Wills. He has 0 dazes. He has 0 1-mana discard spells.
Yeah.
Well, 2 after board, but 2 is not enough.
Yeah, so just some personal advice. If you guys ever get a feature match here at one of the SCG Opens or at a Grand Prix, just stay and remain as calm as possible. It's really not a big deal. Just pretend as though the camera's not even there. Looks like Zach Hall is going to go check on something for us and make everything easier for everybody. So I'll be in the booth for now. Oh, Zach, welcome back.
Oh, thanks, Gerard.
Yeah. Where did you go?
I went to check for the standings. I actually wanted to find out these guys' record. I'm not sure if they're X&O or not.
I believe Robin is X&O.
Robin is X&O?
Yeah, I'm almost certain.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
We had a couple questions about that on Twitter.
Okay.
So that means both players X&O. Connor tweets in, whoa, is that Drew Levin? Nope, just Amin Younes. I see a little resemblance there. Maybe a long-lost cousin.
I mean, they're both playing Legacy.
Yeah. Both playing Legacy. Both have Brainstorm in their deck.
Yep. So that's about it. So I'm in with 4 Brainstorms and, of course, 3 Jace the Mind Sculptor. Yeah. Confirmation, they are both 5-0.
So Gitaxian Probe from Robin will lead it off.
Ooh, this is not the best hand. I mean, it's like, okay, a Surgical...
putting it a little mildly, Gerard.
Yeah, the Force Will right now is not doing anything. Tarmogoyf is a really slow clock. And the Surgical, I mean, it could be good, but there's no guarantee. All right, so Robin's going to write down Amin's hand. I remember back in the day where you could not write down your opponent's hand. You would actually have to remember everything they had in their hand.
What was that, 93?
No, it wasn't even that too long ago. I think it was probably about 2005-ish, 2006. So
Really?
a lot of rules have changed, but they're always working hard to make Magic better. And speaking of a turn 1 Dark Confidant, Robin has exactly that. He has a turn 1 Dark Confidant. And that's going to give him a lot of card advantage against Amin's slow hand.
Yeah, now, Force of Will, Surgical Extraction, they don't do much against a Resolved Confidant. And look at this on Twitter. Matt Baccio himself to the rescue. Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg. All right. So Robin fights back from the sweep of the leg with a Dark Confidant. He calls up Bob Mayer, says, hey, Bob, I need some help. All right.
Phone a friend.
So there's a turn 1 Deathrite Shaman that Amin drew off the top of his deck.
A great draw. That's the ideal turn 1.
Ooh, Dark Ritual.
Perfect.
That's a pretty good flip.
So Robin, down to 17, draws a Duress for his turn.
Duress, all right.
So he's going to be able to take out that Surgical before it can do too much work here if he wants.
Yeah, I think you might want to double Duress here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Now, if you're
take
Amin,
the Surgical, take the Force.
If you're Amin, do you Surgical Lotus Petal in response?
You could. I think he might want to.
Yeah,
and
I
he
think
moved
so
it
too.
to the front. Yeah,
Lotus Petal is so important.
It is,
ad nauseam.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it really
seem like
is.
it, but it's one of the key cards.
Yeah.
A lot of games come down to how many Lotus Petals you hit off ad nauseum.
I think Amin definitely wants to use that Surgical. And that's the whole reason why he's playing Surgical over Extirpate.
Right.
Because I want to be able to go turn 1 Deathrite Shaman. I want to be able to go turn 1 Discard Spell. Ooh. Oh, he does it. All right.
There it is. I
Awesome.
really like that play.
Yeah, I like that play a
Amin.
lot too.
The Force of Will is not doing anything, so let's just let it get taken.
Yeah. All right. So Amin will now search Robin's deck.
And also pretty cool for Amin because he gets to see exactly how Robin boarded.
Exactly. Now Amin should actually pick up Robin's deck and start searching, yeah. Because the Duress didn't resolve yet, so maybe by Amin laying out his hand, and sure, it could be a shortcut, but it could be confused. It's like, all right, well, it looks like the Surgical Extraction resolved. You didn't take out any of my Lotus Petals.
Right.
So you always have to be careful.
Yeah, that used to be more of an old style prison rules type thing.
Yeah, exactly. But everything's a bit more straightforward, and it's more what's implied, especially with the new change of the rules trigger.
By intent.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember getting got at one of my first PTQs, guys playing an Academy Rector Pattern of Rebirth deck.
Okay.
I put a Pattern of Rebirth on my Academy Rector. I flashed back my Cabal Therapy. I named a card, and then they said, wait a second. both your triggers, you missed them. You didn't search for anything.
Okay.
So
Pretty crazy.
yeah, the shortcutting can get you in some trouble.
Yep. All right. So Forcible heads to the graveyard, and Amit left with his pants down pretty much.
Yeah, he has nothing, just this
Some
Death Ray
land-
Shaman.
Yeah. Amit's gonna have to peel something this turn.
Yeah, Robin's hand, Dark Ritual, Infernal Tutor, Lion's Eye, and that last Duress.
Yeah, and with a Dark Confident in play, it's just, you know, it's gonna fuel.
Right.
Eventually, the Karate Kid's gonna go for the crane. All right, Amit draws. Ooh, a Duress.
It's a great draw.
Yeah, it is. I think you want to hit that Infernal Tutor.
Oh, for sure. In
Yeah.
you know, in the face of Dark Crowd Hunt, the Duress doesn't look as good, but Amin, he has his back against the wall right now. He has to peel, and any spell is good.
Yeah. Let's see if he leads off with a Duress here.
Yeah, he might just go Tarmogoyf, but I think Duress plus Death Right's better.
All right, let's take a wide shot here. And all right, so Robin lays down his hand, and I'm pretty sure you just want to take that Infernal Tutor. I mean, taking a Duress does nothing against you.
No.
Dark Ritual, he has so many of those Dark Ritual effects, whatever. Lion's Eye Diamond, meh.
It's either Ritual or Tutor for sure.
No, I don't even think, I think Ritual's a third. I think it's Lion's Eye Diamond, maybe Ritual second. Regardless, Infernal Tutor is definitely first.
It is.
Yeah.
First by a wide margin. That's what Amin takes.
Ooh, there's another Ritual.
I bet you Amin is glad he didn't take the Ritual.
Yeah, definitely. And Robin draws for his turn.
Cabal Ritual. So he is flooded on Ritual effects
He really
right
is.
now. He just needs any Infernal Tutor. He needs any Ad Nauseum. Past in Flames would do it too.
And
He has a lot of good draws.
Now, Amin's probably going to want to use that Death Ray Shaman, and he probably is going to want to remove, like, no, not the Infernal Tutor. Doesn't he want to be able to possibly Surgical Extraction the Infernal Tutor?
It's an interesting thought.
I mean, he has two Surgical Extractions. Why?
With
Like,
only one Surgical left, I think you just have to remove the Tutor there, I think.
why? Because of Past in Flames?
Yeah, because of Past in Flames mostly.
Like, that's reasonable. I think it's a coin flip either way.
Because what if he wants to tap out on some future turn and then all of a sudden the Infernal Tutor's still in the graveyard?
Sure, and it's just a bit more dangerous.
Yeah. I don't think you lose out on that much value because he only has one Surgical left.
Okay.
0 Snapcasters.
Well, there's an Ancestral Visions. Now, you said that he probably cut some of his Charlotte Agents. His Ancestral Visions get so much worse, so maybe he didn't really cut his Charlotte's Agents.
Maybe not. I would have liked to have seen him cut both of those cards, but
Yeah,
I guess
'cause
the
Visions
truth of the
is-
matter is he has so many cards to board out.
I mean, Visions is just so slow.
yeah.
You know, it's
Molasses.
Yeah. All right, there's a Tarmogoyf. And Amit's just going to hold on to the Ancestral Visions. Maybe he'll draw into like a Brainstorm. He'll put it back and then be able to Charlotte Agents and draw 3 cards out of nowhere.
A Deathrite Shaman activation has way more value right now than a Suspended Vision. This game won't last 4 more turns.
Now, Amin wants to make sure that he does keep a Sorcery in Robin's graveyard so the Goyf doesn't shrink.
Right. So he'll take out a Duress or a Gitaxian Probe, but after that, he'll probably be looking at his own graveyard.
Yeah, his own Surgical Extraction or his own Force of Will.
Right. He has a Duress, though.
Yeah, exactly, but eventually it's going to happen. Yeah. Amin's graveyard, Duress, Surgical Extraction, Force of Will, and a Mystery Rainforest. So it's essentially 2 more activations.
Yep. So 3/4 Tarmogoyf comes in, drops Robin to 11. And time is running out for him. He's going to have to put something together soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Or he'll have to chump with that Confidant.
I really don't like this play of suspending Ancestral Visions.
Yeah, I predict this game will end when that card has 2 counters on it.
I think with that play, whoever was the head of the Cobra Kai Dojo, that mean guy would have karate chopped Amin. Yeah, they karate chopped him right there. All right, so
Robin, another Confidant.
Yeah, his hand is just too many rituals, you know.
Not enough action.
I think he might just want to go for a double block on the Goyf.
I think so too. I think that's why he kind of put them on top of each other there.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, he can't go to 6 with 2 Confidants in play. Not if his plan is to resolve an Ad Nauseam at some point.
Yeah, I mean, one option is he could chump. The other option is just a double block. And Amin draw. Ooh, Jace the Mind Sculptor.
It's not that good right now.
I think that's really good.
Well, why is it good?
Well, he has a couple options here. 1, he could Fate Seal. 2, he could just bounce.
To prevent the double block.
All right. So Goyf's coming in.
So Robin on 7 life right now. Do you chump block? Effectively
wow.
5 life.
Yeah, you just have to jump block here.
I think so too. I think you have to jump and just pray that you draw.
Especially that Robin has, some sack lands. Maybe there's a scenario where he actually needs to sack those sack lands.
Exactly.
We don't know. He doesn't know.
Or, cast ad nauseum, only a few cards.
Yeah. All right, Robin's doing a slow peel, something that I would definitely do. This is bad. So shoots him to 5, bounces, shoots him to 3, kills him. That's game.
It is, as long as
This is not how the Karate Kid ends.
That's a spoiler, man.
Maybe the remake with the Jaden Smith guy, but I don't know. Okay. But I wouldn't count Robin out. I feel that there's a good chance he'll come back, still make the top 8, and maybe this could be a rematch in the finals. That would be an awesome Karate Kid SCG ending.
I really, really hope that he does. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So Deathrite, gonna remove an instant or sorcery, shrink his life total by 2, bounce, attack,
shoot him,
dead. Or
and that's it. All right, so a little misstep by Robin, but he's still enjoying his day. 5-1 here at the SCG Open, definitely a strong record. Amin, on the other hand, he's 6-0. He's just 1 win away.
Yeah, congratulations to Amin. Younes almost locked up this top 8 with a deck that, frankly, to me, for this tournament looks unplayable. But
honestly, after starting off 6-0, he is probably just 1 win away. He could actually go 1-2, and he could probably squeak it at 7-2.
Yeah,
277 players, if my math is correct. 1-7-2 probably will make it in.
It has a shot. This is just over the cut. It's about 40-50 players over the cut to 9 rounds.
Normally the cut would be 226.
Yep.
We're looking at 277. So if my math doesn't serve me wrong, that's about 41 players. But I think my math served me wrong, and I think it was something else.
Well, I don't have my calculator on, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt on this one.
All right.